Okay, hey guys, welcome to this video. Another game of my third round game in the National Chess Championship Seychelles for 2026, which was held at the Selby Community Center on the 13th June. Okay, and in this game, I was playing white against Harish Pillay. Harish is, like he's been to international tournaments like African Amateur Championship, African Junior, like he's a vedette in the chess world here in Seychelles. And I didn't go empty-handed basically in this match with him. Like I had to be extra careful. Okay, I do it with all my opponents. Okay, so if you are playing a national chess championship and you like this game we were playing on board one. Okay, so all the player on board, whoever, like whether I'm there on board one all the time, okay, or regardless, whatever which board you are on, okay, you have to go in war, okay, fully armed basically. So that's what both players basically did, because Harish came with his repertoire and I came with my own arsenal. So let's get into the game so that you will see and you will enjoy it also like I did. Okay, not exactly like I did, but you have an idea of how it went. So here I played white. I played c4, pawn c4, and he played pawn b6. Very nice idea, planning to fianchetto his bishop there. It's a very good approach. It's okay. So here I play knight c3, developing a piece and also fighting for the center. Okay, so the fight began for the center, especially on the white square, when he decided to fianchetto his pawn on b6 square. So okay, let's see how it goes. Bishop b7. I played d4. I think here, okay, I stopped fighting a little bit for the center, the d5 square. But anyway, I just open 9 for this bishop to develop a piece. Okay, whether it's here or here. Okay, so he played pawn to e6, opening 9 for his bishop also. Okay, excellent. So I went knight f3, developing a piece. He played knight f6, bishop g5, pinning the f6 knight, and the queen, pinning the f6 knight. Okay, so he went h6. I could have taken also, but I like this beautiful pin here. Immobilizing the knight, from moving. Okay, so that's why we kept bishop h4. So here bishop e7, very good. I think you could have straightforward just went with bishop e7. Okay, but okay, maybe later on to open space for the king, to avoid any unnecessary or unforeseen backward checkmate. Okay, so bishop h4, bishop e7, pawn to e3, e6 by black. I saw that move coming, like he wanted to bring in his knight to d7 and support this knight. He on f6 also. So I exchanged it. That's why I didn't want him to bring this knight on f6. So I exchanged it. Okay, now he has this bishop there on f6. I Like I said in my last game, this like a prophylactic move. I stop in his track of bringing this knight to f6. But now the bishop, I underestimated it in the game, whereby the bishop was like, how can I say it? I won't say annoying, but he kind of stopped my knight on his track there. Like coming to the square. My poor knight. I was like, he was sad. I couldn't I couldn't go through those e5 square or g4 g5 square because of the bishop. Okay, maybe some of the pawn also, but I hope you guys get my point, get my the idea, because like the challenge this bishop brought into the game was quite annoying. Basically, I wanted to share, but anyway, the game went on, it was playable. So here I played bishop to e2, he castling, short castling. Okay, still playable. I played queen c2, just giving myself still the option whether if I do long casting or short casting, So and then like, yeah, developing a piece. I was just like still thinking. That's why you see grandmasters in professional games. They live. Like you don't. How can I say it? You don't show like your opponent or your moves. Like it's like poker. It's like playing cards or something. Like you still keep him guessing that, oh, you do short casting, you do long casting, so that's what happened. It's fun, like it's you keep them guessing, because sometimes they can like make something there on the queen side or on the kid side, but then you do, you do short casting or long casting, like you surprise him, you think you'll be going in one direction, but then you went in another direction, and it sometimes this annoys your opponent, my friend. Okay, so like chess is a lot. There's a lot of psychology, strategy, and tactics in chess. So chess strategy, oh my friend, like chess psychology, it's annoying. It's annoying. So anyway, let's continue. So he went knight d7. I show casting. Okay, I have to keep my king on safety. I cannot keep it there a long time. But even one move of chess psychology was enough in this game. Okay, so rook e8. I played here rook ad1. Okay. Okay, queen e7. Queen e7. Okay, it's playable. I wasn't okay. He has to connect the rook so I can ascend that part, but that leaves this c7 square unprotected. So that's when things started heating up, I can say, because now I played knight b5, and then he went with b8 to like to protect this pawn with the queen. So what else can black do? He can do this one, rook here. But like now he stopped his plan on the center there. He had plan of pushing the pawn and supporting the pawn. If he played with the other one, rook to a8, rook a8 to c8, now we will lose the pawn here on a7. So that's why he didn't go this one, and went with the knight on b8. Okay, so to defend the pawn on 7. Which he can push the knight away back after, but the game, I sense, the game went in a direction that if I wait too long, I might lose my edge. Okay, it wasn't a clear edge in development, but I sense I was a little white had the slightly better. Okay, so sometimes you have the initiative. You either push through, or you either like stay still, being like make it build more the tension, or you either, how can I say it, like you lose it basically. You lose the initiative, and sometimes your opponent, like take it. When you lose it, of course your opponent will have it. So I went with d5 here, just trying to maintain the initiative. And black went with a6. Played knight knight bd4. I played knight, yeah, I played knight bd4 here, and e5. Yeah, he took. There was quite a few variation here, and the game basically, like what my opponent was playing fast, was excited, got a pawn up, knight f5, push queen to e4, at that, like wanted to offer exchange of queens, like attack the knight. What else? He's attacking my queen. Okay, but I had this beautiful moving plan. Boom, bishop to d3, blocks his attacks. Okay, and have one of my own also with attacking his queen. So now queen to d6. I took the pawn. I thought he will capture. No. Yeah, okay. I didn't say I thought. Okay, it's not like I thought he will capture, but what the thing what can happen? I was willing to, like, if he took the pawn on d5, or if he took the pawn here on d5 like this, I was planning to take this one, okay, and then if he captures, I was like willing to break my king side to get rid of this bishop on the diagonal here, on this diagonal basically. It will be a disadvantage for me in my position, but I have my knight that can come back and maybe support the king in like some sort of king attack there. And also I can plan to like help the rook attack his king. Like this position is a bit weak for white in terms of pawn structure and king safety, but it had its perks that apart from me attacking the b6 pawn here, I was also attacking this pawn on d6 with both the queen and the knight. So like white has some good plans in mind here, some great strategy. Okay, for compensation of basically not losing but breaking this king side here for white, breaking my king side, my beautiful king side here. So I had compensation, okay, but I have to keep on fighting. Okay, but yeah, I think I had compensation because I was like attacking those 2 pawns here, um yeah, I will have compensation basically. So anyway, the game went on something like let me see. Oh, that's a deep line. The game went on. He played rook b9. Yeah, he played knight b8. Okay, knight b8. Knight played d5. He played a6. Knight d4. Ed. Yeah, he took the pawn. I attacked the queen with the knight. Okay, queen there. Okay, bishop d3. Boom. Okay, queen e6. Take the pawn. He took with the bishop. No, he played queen d7. Sorry, he played queen d7. I defend the pawn on d5. Okay, I defend the pawn on d5. Just protect it. Okay, my bishop is a bit blocked now. It's a bit inactive, But at least he can go on this side for now, But at least he's doing a good thing because he's protecting this pawn on e4. Okay, so it's not always bad, A bad bishop is not always bad. That's interesting. Good bishop are like active bishop, like this one. He's is quite active. Bad bishop are bishop like that's behind pawn. So anyway, we won't go into details on that one, but it's just principles that you need to become aware if you want to become a chess master. So here my opponent played c6. He's sensing the hit bit. No, it's not the hit. Okay, these two pieces are not active or into the game, so he wants to get rid of the d5 pawn, or like get a pawn up or something, get pawn advantage. But I didn't want. How can I say? I didn't want him to go that easily. I didn't want to give him that. Like in chess, you have to, like you say before, try to maintain the initiative that you have. Hold on to it, or keep on building up basically. Build up the energy, the tension of initiative, so that you can control and win the game basically. Okay, so that's basically what happened in the game. So here I didn't capture. I played bishop c4 basically. So bishop c4 defending the pawn on d5. Okay. Now knight, he played pawn to g6. A very, very tricky move, because if I capture check, like some of you will be like, sir, why you take the knight, the pawn on h6 is free. No, it wasn't free. This was a trap. Because after king here, what will happen to my knight? Okay, or even he. Okay, even he, guys. Okay. Even he, queen he. It's interesting. I didn't see that part. Bishop he. Ooh. Oh, this is okay. It's a different line, but interesting, because like both sides can like, yeah, it's not that clear. This require deeper analysis, but I sense there could be some danger with the knight, but like if I had more time, I could have think. Okay, we are playing 45 minutes. It looks like a long time chess game, but yeah, I didn't want to take that risk of leaving this knight into an unclear situation and giving my opponent back into the game. The chance to counter me basically. So after g6, I didn't wait to it. I just attacked this pawn. Like took this pawn, check. I mean, attacking the queen and the bishop. Okay, it's like a check sometimes when you attack your opponent queen. Okay, so because if he takes the knight, I'll take the queen. So okay, so now he took with the bishop, and I went with the knight. The rook was also interesting, but it's a different line. It was more it was more. He had chance to counter me with this bishop there. So like sometimes in chess, me guys, I just play simple chess. I just make my life easy. It's possible. I don't want to stress myself out with my opponent counters. Now I'm giving you some of my key strategy, but it works. It's a simplicity. There are different style of chess. Like Capablanca, he plays simple chess but powerful. Okay, so if you like this approach of simple chess, one person was studying. Even Magnus Carlsen has this. His approach is simple, but he has lots of advanced, how can I say it, advanced chess concepts. Okay, so Grandmaster Capablanca, Rose Capablanca, he has this approach of simple chess. So these are people you need to study, you need to watch their games. Okay, so that you can like, if that style of chess, my style is also related to that, simple but powerful. You need simplicity. Like now, I didn't want to go to detail of my opponent countering me, etc., etc., etc. I just went with knight capture d6, defending the pawn from the attack of the bishop, this bishop and this rook, from the attack on the e4 pawn. I'm just defending this one, okay, the e4 pawn, and I'm also attacking them. Okay, so simple. I'm also attacking the rook and also attacking the pawn on. Okay, sorry, there's a lot of lines here. Okay, I'm also attacking this rook there on f e8, and then the pawn on f7. Okay, so he can play rook. Okay, now he's practically dead, but because after rook f8, there's like discover attack, take the queen is in danger. Okay, so now his discover attack won't have much impact on me, on my queen, okay, because I can take his bishop. But the key thing, like I had two options here. Perhaps rook d6 would have been better if I had more time and think deeper. But knight this takes d6, just defend the pawn, attacking the rook and some other places on my opponent territory there on the king side. And boom, nice and simple. Okay, he's already in danger. I already get a pawn. I'm getting either way. I'm going to get another piece out of this thing. Something is, more pieces coming to come out of this position. I'm going to get more piece advantage already right now. I think I'm a pawn up. So, playing chess sometimes, greedy is not an option, but greedy is not an option. Yeah. So, you just eat. Today you have a bread, you eat a bread. Tomorrow you have a meal, you enjoy your meal. But either way, you enjoy both of, whether it's just a simple bread or meal, okay? You enjoy it. Okay, so he played queen to g4 and bishop take, capture f7, check. Okay, he realized that it's practically over. He's trying to find a way, figure out a way to like bring in the bishops and the queen to threaten me mate, but is like the game were taking place this side of the board. Sorry, I show you. The game was taking place on this side of the board, and now all of a sudden it was basically on the center. Okay, here in the center. Okay, and where else? Where else does the game is taking place like? Okay, this side, this section, even this part. Okay. Now, all of a sudden, my opponent wants to put me checkmate. Okay, so get me, guys. Like like both sides we've been fighting for this part, the highlighted area of the chessboard there. Mostly those highlighted area. Okay, but now, hoopla, what's happening? Yeah, but now he wants to put me checkmate, threaten, like create a plan to put me checkmate, and it was too late. It was too late. Okay, like you don't have the opportunity, the way through. Basically, yeah, that's what I was looking for. The way through to make that happen. But that doesn't say or mean that Harish is a weak chess player or something, guys. Um, uh, if you don't have a higher level of consciousness, or yeah, basically that, like one day, me and Harish, we went for the African Amateur Chess Championship, and I was getting slayed. Hey, I was getting slayed with my opponents there. I but Harish got okay. He was playing in a different category, but Harish got more points than me. So and I was like learning from Harish in that tournament. So like how can I say it? Like not basically to underestimate him in national chess championship. We have one more day coming on the 27th. Okay, if you are watching this video before the 27th. But yeah, like okay, every chess opponent is strong. I'm just giving you guys a heads up. Okay. And also edifying him, of course, because like he plays good chess. Okay, I know how he plays good chess, and that was a wonderful game. Okay, it's not over. Let's see how it went. Now I just capture bishop, capture f7, check, and down goes the rook. Okay, after that, take, bishop take, knight take, check, and 4 key. I will just exchange pieces because I have material up. And Harish saw that. Okay, Harish saw that. That's why I will do, or find a way to put checkmate. You see, his king now is more in danger than mine. Okay, but the game was fantastic, guys. I sweat basically. I had to work hard. Both sides were fighting, were working hard. Harish, as you saw, Harish didn't make my life easy. I had to work hard, find a way, like to maintain the initiative, and then, like, and will, like, expand that initiative, or, like, keep it going during the game, because I sense in my experience as a chess player, professional chess player, like, initiative is very important. Like, it's something you sometimes when you lose it, it's very hard to get it back, or you have to fight it hard, and your opponent, like, they hang on to it. So, like, so he now the game he resigned. Okay, but okay, as you can see, it's a rook down. Okay, and how many pawns? Two pawns down. So thank you, Harish, for this wonderful game. I wish you the best in the national championship and in other future tournaments. Okay, keep up the good work on your side. Okay, get more practice, get more exposure, and everybody else also, because, like, guys, now I've been from. Some of you will say I was in retirement, but yeah, I was in retirement from national tournament. Now you see me playing. You see how I play. You saw I annotated some of my games with you. I hope it's of great value for a lot of you. See you soon. Don't hesitate to contact me for chess coaching or chess learning. Some chess software. I can courses. You can so that you can develop your chess. That's how you go. You need to go, basically learn, practice, and improve your chess to get better. And but I'm happy that a lot of you are learning from the tournament. I hope the game that I'm sharing, is of great value, and you annotate your games. Can put it in computer like free. See, this one is free, chess based video. Sometimes you can use the engine here. It shows you some variations, some different moves. Of how you can analyze your game also. It's a good way it's a good way also to for you to learn from your mistakes in the chess tournament. So thank you for watching. Benjamin Wow from the beautiful islands of Seychelles. Bye for now. Bye.